Happy Thursday. It took me a little while to work that out, oh dear. I am wearing my Butterick 6380 with the giant sleeves from the 9345. I made these sleeves to actually go on the maxi dress, but I decided it was too much as a maxi dress, so I smooshed it onto this dress and I really like it. I am back down in the sewing room. Had yesterday not off because I did a lot of editing, and I've actually got all of the editing done. It's never happened before. It's all done. It's very exciting. I wanted to get the 9077 tracing and altering things done because I did those September last year. I fully intended to make that dress last year, and then house moving, fun times, or lack thereof. But yeah, I've kind of gone through and edited that all down, and there are a few little bits that I want to tweak, which I'm going to do when I start cutting out that top today. I also got another 6 meters of the Savannah Viscose Challis washed and tumble dried last night. I always wash and tumble dry my fabric, and I will usually do it at 30 degrees and then just put it in a regular tumble dry. I never tumble dry my clothes though. My hair, it just won't stay down. Yeah, I never tumble dry my actual finished clothes. I always kind of put those on an airer. I just find that it prolongs the life of the clothes, because when you tumble dry things, I find that they tend to pill or bubble quite a lot quite quickly. I try and avoid tumble drying my clothes, but I do wash and tumble dry my fabric before I use it. I've seen that question go around a few times recently in some of the sewing groups. It's just like, do you really bother? And it's like, yes, I really do, because I've never had anything shrink on me, but that's because I've always pre-washed my fabric, and I don't want to ever get to the point where I have made something, worn it, washed it, and then it shrinks and I can't wear it again. That would be awful, because the amount of time and effort you could put into making those things. So yes, pre-wash your fabrics if they need it. Like silk and wool treat differently. They don't need pre-washing because you won't wash them after the fact either. If you're going to have them dry cleaned and stuff, I know some people do recommend to have the fabric treated how you're going to treat the garment once it's done. So pre-dry cleaning, I've never done that. I have yet to have a coat shrink on me in a dry cleaners, but then I've only had 2 of my coats dry cleaned and they both came back fine, so there you go. Anyway, I am literally just waffling now. Oh, Elaine sent me a message on Instagram. It's about the McCalls 6563 t-shirt, woven t-shirt with the neckline. She's found this Vogue pattern, which I believe is the 9006, which is a woven tee or woven top with a draped neckline, but it also has long sleeves on it and set-in sleeves as well, rather than the grown-on sleeves. I have ordered the pattern, it's on its way. Obviously I haven't made it up yet, but hopefully it will be something to recommend to you guys, because I know that the 6563 is very difficult to get hold of at the moment. You guys are blaming me for making it popular. I don't know what you're talking about. So I have got lots to do today to get things cut out. I need to cut out a half circle skirt for lining for the 5-panel circle skirt that I cut out the other day from the Savannah. I would like to cut out the 6563, although I'm tempted to wait for that Vogue top to come, which I might do. I was going to cut out the 6563 out of this and the beach pyjamas, which I know we're coming into autumn and winter, and the likelihood of me wearing the beach pyjamas is quite minimal, but I would like a pair. And the fact that I'm making a dress in this fabric as well is why I'm feeling like I can make the beach pyjamas too, because it doesn't feel like I'll be wasting the fabric on something that I don't wear all the time. It'll be interesting to see what you guys say in the comments to tomorrow's vlog, or the vlog you're seeing on Friday, because I asked the question, you know, how much Savannah is too much Savannah, asking for a friend. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what you guys think. Oh, and also today's video has gone up and loads of you guys seem interested in boxes of cabbage, which is awesome, because I have some old packing boxes from the time that the shop was actually selling ready-to-wear clothing. I have so much cabbage, like I have so much cabbage. I keep thinking that I'm going to save it for bag making and purse making and key fob making and that kind of stuff, and it just never happens. The fact that you guys are interested in it, I think what I'm going to do is, as I say, they'll all be free. I just want you guys to pay for the postage wherever it goes. So what I'll do is I'll pre-package up some boxes of different size and different colours, and I know some of you are asking for specifically no pink or specifically those kinds of colours. I'll do my best, but I can't guarantee, because there's so many of you that want it. It's not just, I thought maybe 1 or 2 of you would, and so far I think there's about 10 takers. So I think what I'm going to do is package up boxes. I'll photograph the box. I'm going to do it on a first come first serve basis, as in the people that have commented first today, I will list it on my shop under your name as a free box, but you have to pay for the postage. Hopefully the shop is calibrated so that it'll do it on weight, so I'll put how much the box weighs, which means then it will calculate postage for you, so it means it should be accurate. If it overcharges you for postage, I will refund you. If it undercharges you for postage, then I need to have a word with my web guy, because my shop clearly isn't working that way, so we shall see. But I'm going to do it that way, because that way I will have like a proper order form for it, and I can, which will give me your address and where to send it, and I'm going to do it that way because that will be the easiest way for me. So I'm going to have to spend a day getting out all of the cabbage, because I mean, there's a pile there, that bag down there, there's another one of those bags in the cupboard, and then I have, I think, 2 cubes full as well of scrap fabric, a cabbage. And the piece, I appreciate the piece that I showed you, the brown piece that I showed you in the video was quite large, and that one is one of the larger ones. Not all of them are going to be that large. Just so FYI, there are other pieces, like this is one of the smaller ones, for example. Like, I can't bring myself to throw that out, because I know I could make a hair scrunchie or a face mask or something out of it, or bias binding, but I also know that I'm not going to do any of those things because I don't enjoy making those smaller projects. I just clearly enjoy hoarding pieces of fabric like that I know could be made into smaller projects, but I'm just never gonna do it. And the fact that some of you guys are willing to take some of this off my hands is amazing. So yeah, I will box them up, put them on the website. As I say, I'm the first come first served in the comments today, so whoever commented first and then so on and so forth, I'll put your names next to the boxes on the website, and then if there are more boxes than there are people, I'll just leave them up and you guys can come back whenever you want. Caroline, I know you said that maybe I should bring it to the next meetup, but I don't want to do that, because if I do that for one person and then more than one person asks for it, I have to transport it from London, from the Isle of Wight to London, and I'm trying to go with as little suitcase as possible, because I'm going to have to be taking Chi with me, so I don't want to weigh my suitcase down with 1 or 2 bundles, so I will send it to you. I hope that's okay. But yeah, let's get on with some more cutting out. I think I'm going to start with the Sheridan sweater, which I think I'm going to start with that one, because that's one that I definitely know I want to cut out, and then I think the rest there's a little bit more work involved. So yeah, let's get the Sheridan done and move on from there.
The sky is blue, the sun is high, sitting here on my own. I think of you, you're on my mind, you know. To me that's alright. Green grass on my neighbor's lawn. Maybe I should take a stroll. And to me that's alright. To me that's alright. I spend my days just dreaming about you.
Pile of Savannah is getting ever bigger. I've got the 7537, the Hunter Tank 6563 and the beach pajamas cut out of that lot, and I ended up with about 1.20 meters left out of the 6 meters I cut the other day. I still have some left on the bolt though, so it's not a problem, because I still want to get a wide sleeved, this sleeve shirt out of it. My pile of scraps is getting really big. There is stuff in here that I am going to use for cuffs and things like that. I have cut out a whole bunch of bias binding from it as well, but the scrap pile is getting ever bigger, which is great because you guys in the comments on the video that went out today, Thursday, are going nuts for the scraps, so that's awesome. I am going to get the Woodland Harmony cut out next. I think this is a directional print. It's got little birdies on it. Little birdies, and I have a feeling that the birdies are all going to be on the branches the same way up. So I do have 5 meters of this. This was a very lovely present from the lovely Nancy. I can't remember if it was this one that she bought me or the Naturella bouquet, but Wilson bought me one and Nancy bought me the other. So I'm going to say this one's from Nancy and the navy one, the Naturella bouquet, is from Wilson. So it's going to be good to get this one cut out because, as I say, I started the sew along over a year ago. I've got all the pieces over here. It says on the back of the thing that 5 meters should be fine. In fact, it says 3.7 meters of 150 wide, and I think this is 140, so I think I should be fine. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get a top out of this as well. And then I've got my final 2 sparkly ones here, and I want to cut them out of my cropped hoodie pattern, the same pattern that I did before, but I do want to lengthen where the sleeve comes down, so I do need to do a little bit of adjusting, and I was hoping to not do any adjusting this time, but I think I'm still gonna do it just to get this cut out because it would be nice to get these sewn up as well. So yeah. Oh, and my dark chocolate brown that I was going to cut the gable out of, I cut the skirt off, and they're not long enough, these panels, but they should be long enough for those sequin tops, so I'm going to line a sequin top in one of those as well. These are, okay, scraps. Somebody said that these were scraps. Cabbage would be this, and then underneath that is the coleslaw with like the overlocker cut-offs and things like that. So these 2 dog bed stuffing, this lot's going to be, some of it's going to get used. I have already made a whole bunch of bias binding, cut out some new hair ties, going to cut out some masks as well, but yeah, the rest of that's going to have to go out to you guys, or at least go out to the ones of you that are interested. And I'm going to do what I said earlier, I'm just going to make little bundles up. I'm probably going to make them like maybe a kilo, because I don't want to make the postage too expensive. So yeah, make up a bundle of a kilo and stick them on the website. They'll have the names on them for everybody that said yes in the comments, and then from if there's any extra, they'll just be up for grabs if anyone wants them. I have all the packaging stuff to send them out like that, so that'll be how it works until I have no scraps left, which will be interesting. I will make more, we know that. I mean, look at all this fabric I have to make scraps out of, so we will make more. Anyway, I'm going to get on with cutting out the woodland. No, I've got to iron the woodland harmony first, and then I'm going to cut it out.
Well, now that's just what I will do. I'm telling you, the sky is blue, the sun is high. I'm sitting here on my own. I think of you, you're on my mind, you know. To me, that's alright. Green grass on my neighbor's lawn. Maybe I should take a stroll. And to me, that's alright. You know, to me, that's alright. You know, to me, that's alright.
I have just finished cutting out the 9077. I needed all 5 meters of fabric. I have some really nice size offcuts left, which I think I'm going to be able to squeeze a by hand London Anna top out of. I might even be able to line it if I put a seam down the center front of the lining with that, because they're kind of like, they're big pieces, but they're, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, if not, I've got the green viscose crepe in there that I could line it with. I was thinking about picking out the details like the collar, the band, the button band and the cuffs, and then the decorative doodads. Doodad is a very technical term, but yeah, the decorative doodads. I was thinking about doing those in the plain khaki military green crepe that I had, but it's the wrong colour for the background of the woodland harmony. It wasn't quite the right colour for that, and then I thought about doing it in rust, and it turns out I don't have any rust crepe left. I think I gave it all to Mum and she's used it for a top. I am going to call it a night now. I'm not going to try and do the kind of sequined tops because I need to retrace the pattern for that, and I don't want to do that this evening. It's only 7:45, but still I'm going to go and sit with Chi and do some editing because I've got some stuff to edit now, and yeah, just kind of like have a chilled evening. But I've done probably 6 hours of cutting out today, which is pretty good because usually my feet and my back hurt way more than they do at the moment, so I could carry on, but I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, I'll come back down tomorrow and cut out the by hand London and a top out of those offcut. I might see if I can squeeze one out of the offcuts of the Savannah as well. Yeah, that might be something I might try, possibly. We shall see. Pleased with my little pile of cutout projects. It's gonna be fun. 2 dresses, a skirt. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna cut out the raw silk yet. I need to order the white cotton lawn. I put black cotton lawn behind it and it's not the look I want, so I'm going to order myself another 10 meters of white cotton lawn. I get mine from eBay. I'll link it down below. I think it's around £4.50, might be £5 a meter now, but I really like it. I use it for lining everything, usually 8577s, so I get 2 out of the 10 meters. But it's going to be great to have, because as you guys know, I have a lot of cotton lawn over there. Quite a lot of it is quite light as well, so I want to line some of those dresses too. The black just didn't look right behind it because this is such an open weave, and I've decided that I'm going to interline the pieces rather than try and put in a separate lining. I think interlining it will be better. And I'd like to make a waistcoat out of this as well, and I just don't want to cut this fabric out because it does fray the minute you look at it. It's such a loose weave that I'm going to wait till I've got everything in place to do those. So yeah, only the one skirt cut out, but lots of tops, and that's good because I need lots of tops. As you guys know, I am lacking in tops. So yeah, that's it for today. I know the cutting out days aren't the most exciting ones because, you know, it's just cutting out, but hopefully you're enjoying seeing what I do and how I do it. I know it's like speeded up, but hopefully it kind of gives you an idea of how I do things. Anyway, I could carry on waffling forever apparently, so I will shut up. I hope you've enjoyed my day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!